Hey everybody, Neil Malik from Knack Training bringing another everyday office video. And in today's video, I want to do a very simple thing in Power Query that you really cannot do without Power Query. So right here, I have a folder with my current registrations in it. Let's say that I run events every month. And every month we just get a spreadsheet. It says January event, February event, March event. And when we open those up, we see that we have the people who registered for that event listed here. We have their email addresses and their names. Now the problem is I would like to make a master contact list as quickly and as easily as possible, but that's probably going to involve a lot of copying and pasting. I want to go to January's registrations, copy those in. Go to February's registrations, bring those in. And then I'm going to need to remove the duplicates. But I can actually do this very quickly and easily just with Power Query. So I'm going to go ahead and close this down, and Power Query is going to look at the folder called Current Registrations and append these three sets of records together. Here's how I do it. I go into an Excel workbook, go to the Data tab at the top of the screen, and get the data using the Get Data drop-down menu, and going from File, notice right here there's an option that says From Folder. So I go to From Folder, I choose the folder that I was just looking at. So I click Browse, find the folder on my desktop called Power Query Demos, and I click on Current Registrations and click OK. Now, when I bring these in, it's going to ask me if I'd like to do any transformations, and I am going to go ahead and do that. Notice here, January, February, and March are all listed as spreadsheets here. I'm going to click the drop-down menu here for Combine and tell it to combine the three workbooks together and transform the data. So it'll look in those workbooks and look for something that I want to bring in. In this case, the table that I want to bring in is called TBL registrations. I could also just go to the whole sheet that those are on, but that's a nice, easy way to pull them in. And notice that if I go file by file, I'll see that TBL registrations is in all three of those files. There they are. So I click OK. I bring those three things together. You can see it appends all of them together. So for my purposes here, I don't really need the workbook that this is coming from. I'll right-click and hit Remove. And now, if I go to the email address column, I can go to Remove Rows and remove those rows that have duplicate values in this column. Now, the reason I'm going to do it this way is because I may have multiple people with the same names. You know, John Smith, there might be 50 of them, but each one of them will have a unique email address. So I'll click on Remove Duplicates here. And what you might be able to notice down here at the bottom is it used to have 100 rows, and now it only has 74 rows. So now I click on Close and Load. That drops the data that I'm working on into a spreadsheet like this one. And what's beautiful here is that this table is dynamically connected to that folder. So if I right-click on the table, I can choose to refresh the table here. If I go to the Query tab at the top of the screen, I can choose to refresh the query there. And if I look at the Queries and Connections on the right-hand side, I can choose to refresh the query on the right-hand side. So what we'll do now is look at that folder and put both the April and May events into that folder. Simply drag and drop them into Current Registrations. Go back to my spreadsheet, and I'll just hit refresh over here on the side. You'll notice it goes from 74 rows to 107 rows, just like that. So the beautiful part here is not only are we bringing together data sets that are being sent to me over time, but we're also able to do things like remove duplicates in a very easy way. That's it for today. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.